is cursing a Sayyid more sinful than cursing a non-Sayyid? So a Sayyid in this context is referring to a descendant of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and it depends on what the person insulting the Sayyid is intending. If part of his insult is to insult the person because he's a descendant of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or a descendant of the Sahaba, namely like Sayyidina Ali, for example, or if it's because of his if he's a Sayyid who's righteous and acting upon his deen, and he's applying the deen, he gets respect for being a Sayyid on top of that. If he's insulting him for one of these reasons, or if the insult that he's saying would somehow involve the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam directly, or the Sahaba, then yes, that's going to be a heinous sin. That's going to be something heinous, because at that point, dangerous as well. At that point, it's gone beyond the individual, right? It's gone to people that have a sanctity, right? And like for example, the Messenger of Allah, his sanctity is because he is a tremendous, and he's the greatest of Allah's creation, and he's Allah's representative. So an insult directed at him is something really serious, and it can take someone out of Islam. Sayyidina Ali bin Abi Talib, he's a companion of the Messenger of Allah, and the Sahaba were the awliya of Allah, right? Man aada li waliyan faqad adhantuhu bil harb. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Hadith Qudsi that whoever shows enmity to an ally of mine, I've declared war on him. And the wording of the hadith indicates it's because of the wilayah, because of the closeness, and the sainthood that Allah grants a particular person, that someone shows enmity to them because of that, then Allah declares war on them. So if that's the case, if it's any of these situations, then yes, it's likely that the sin is going to be much worse. But then we have a situation where someone could insult a Sayyid, like a Sayyid, could just do something wrong, cut in front of him when he's driving or something, and if he says something not directed at anything religious or anything to do with his blessed ancestors, but just him, are you blind or something like that, or an insult like that, then if it's just about him, it's just going to be the normal level of a sin, which is something you want to avoid anyway. But it won't have the additional factor of insulting those who are special in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله.